She's having the same problem too.
Did
I'm on.
you couldn't register? Was that the problem?
No, I can't get the website to come up. It says that I have a problem.
This one? All right. Well, the one thing I want some of you to understand is that there are two different types of Glogsters. There's a regular Glogster that the kids can access, and they can create their own web pages from home, like a MySpace or a Facebook. And then there's Glogster EDU. EDU is a teacher-supported website. The teacher gets to control the content. You submit, you approve everything. So make sure you always have edu.glogster if you're going to do it, especially with your kids. Just by a show of hands, how many people know the difference between a Web 2.0 tool and a regular program? What's the main difference?
I don't know.
You don't know? Does anybody know?
No.
Ms. Bryson?
2.0 means it's interactive. Instead of just a one-way communication like web, 2.0 means kids can access, you can write back, you can go back and forth.
Yeah, definitely. And also the important thing is that this is a website, so the kids can access this from any computer that has the website or has internet access, as opposed to a lot of the other free programs I use. They sometimes take a lot of memory. You got to approve it, you got to get permission, and they have to download it. But this, they can access from any computer with the internet. And the one thing I wanted to show you guys is that by raise of hands, how many of you create as your final product posters or billboards or trifolds? By raising your hands, how many of you do stuff like this? And what happens with these things afterwards? What do you think? Kim? Yeah, they're recycled. So with Glogster, say no more to any of these billboards or posters, or you don't need these anymore. Because with this, now the kids can take what they have learned and they can expand on it, they can share it with other people, they can have other people comment, and with the Glogs, they can share what they have done with other people around the world can see what they have created. So it's not just like something that's going to collect dust or be thrown away, it's something that they continue to work on. So I kind of came about this at a staff development, and I don't want to take too much time out of it, but basically this allows kids, as opposed to making up a poster board, they're going to make a digital poster. And this poster is interactive. You can include sounds on it and videos. So here's one that I made on Frida Kahlo. And pretty much you got to think if it's a digital poster, it's a web page. The interface is pretty simple. It's all click and drag and drop commands. If you want a picture, you hit a button, you tell it to go in there. If you want music, you click it. It's really simple. It's a lot of fun. If you have any child that has their own Facebook page or their own MySpace page, they will be familiar with somewhat of how to move the pictures around. It's very simple. You don't have to know HTML code at all, which I like about it. And when I had initially designed the web page, that was something that really bothered me. But with this is just like, I want a picture of Frida Kahlo right here. If I click on it, it's going to get bigger. If I want some music, then it's going to play through it because I upload it to the site. It'll take a little second to load, but I had the kids make music based on their artists or their art content. And it also has a good deal with TeacherTube, which is kind of like the educator version of YouTube. So they have a great partnership with TeacherTube. If you want any videos to appear, or if you want any of the kids to have some videos appear on their site, they have a plethora of videos that you can use for your site. And I have some basic things I covered with them as far as citation things, and it's just taking a little while to load right now. But the great thing is about this, kind of like what Greg was saying, you can interact with the kids. My students can comment, and all students can comment on one another, like their MySpace or Facebook page. But a great thing is that I could send them a private message if I like. And this way it kind of gets to the kids that might be a little bit too shy to ask for help. And what would happen was that every day I would look through all my students. So I have all my classmates right here. You can get up to 100 kids for free, and they can be in your class. And let's say, you know, I can click on all my students and it'll show me all of them. I can also go under all their blogs and hit show all. So the blog, it's a blog, but it's got pictures and video and everything else. I let the kids make up one based on an artist or art movement, and then afterwards I let them do kind of whatever they like if they want it, as long as it's appropriate for middle school. And you can rate them, and like this was one. These are all just kind of contents that you can rate. But the other fun thing I had about this was that I made it entirely a paperless assignment. I had all the information on my webpage at Blackwater, and that saved me a lot of trouble. That way I didn't say, you know, read this. I just having the kids save a file in a directory was a pain in the butt. So instead I just had them upload it. I've had all my directions. These are my PowerPoints. Do you guys use Google Docs at all? Has anyone here ever heard of Google Docs? All right, Google Docs, it's really cool. You go to Google, you sign in with a free account, and you can upload all of your PowerPoints, and then you can embed that as a movie into your page as a slideshow. So if I press play on this, it'll take a little second. But
You said Google what?
Google Docs, D-O-C-S. So this is an embedded PowerPoint into my show. That way I kept telling the kids, read the PowerPoint, read the PowerPoint, read the PowerPoint. If they want it full screen, they can make it full screen. Again, Google Docs, it's absolutely free. I put all my PowerPoints on there, so whenever, you know, a parent wants to know what are they learning this week, I just have my up-to-date PowerPoint. It's got my who, what, when, standards, all that razzmatazz. And I also have my tutorials page. So again, if I ever had a kid that was lost, they could work on this from home. I went to a lot of websites, and again, it's all teacher supportive. So they had, I stole a tutorial of how to use Glogster. And they have a ton of files. So basically, I've scoured the internet. So if anyone here wants to actually use this program, I basically have all the work done for you. All you have to do is think about the product. And that's pretty much what I feel a lot of you guys really, it helps out a lot with kids when they actually make the product as opposed to just, you know, reading and writing assignment, doing something like that. If they can make something that's going to be interactive and incorporate technology into it, they love it. And it was actually the basis of my graduate study. Working on it right now is using technology, and it's cut down so much of my disruptions in class. So I have a rubric here, I have instructions, I have every little file on my link. So basically I want to show you guys Glogster and how you can also use your web page as a teaching tool. No longer do you have to get a pile of handouts and lose them. Just tell them to go to your site and look at it, download it, and they can work on it. So that's it. Does anyone have any questions?